from Corona.
Julie from Torrance.
Nicole goes from
San
Juan.
Juan. Demas.
Mike from Santa Barbara.
Ryan from West Covina.
John and Rebecca, La Habra, California.
Carlos from Fresno, California.
Caroline from Montclair.
Peter from Arcadia.
Vanessa from
Rosemary Corral from Hawthorne.
Josh from Santa Barbara.
David Juarez Whittier.
Mark Huang from West Covina. Gold.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Last time, anybody who needs to get checked in as followed. This is Mario from Eastvale, California, and I am an Emerald. Anybody else, guys? Before we go ahead and mute out the lines.
James and Monica, gold. Or, sorry, platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Come on.
Come on, man. Get on me. I'm trying to get the camera.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. I'm going to mute out the lines, and we are recording. So what we'll do is after this is done, I actually usually convert this, put it on our YouTube channel, and then it's free for you guys to take a look at so that you can review it once again. Wow. All I'm going to say is wow. Guys, we are coming off of a record week. So there's a lot of new people on the line. And so what I want to do is just explain to you really quick. We're going to go over some of the fundamentals. The reason why Saturday training is so important, guys, is because there are so many people joining this company and joining our team that have never been in network marketing before. And it's simply because of our unbelievable product, right? It's there's so many people joining this team because of CBD, and it's the reason why you're going to have explosion and so many people on your team, CBD. So with that being said, though, we've got to always spend enough time to teach people the fundamentals of this particular industry and how we conduct business here within our team, because we have the fastest growing team in the company, guys. So if you weren't aware, make sure you know now. We are the fastest growing team in the company. We're popping more promotions than any other team in the company. We have more people making money really fast right out of the gates. And guys, it's not by accident. It's because we have a system. It's tried. It's true. Okay. It's not like, hey man, we want you to join our team and let's lock arms while we figure this thing out. No, we know what to do. We actually have a well-oiled machine. We just need to put more drivers in these machines so that they can just go, right? And so a big part of that is Saturday morning trainings, because also throughout this 1 week in particular, two things happened. We had over $100,000 in sales coming in our group in a 1 week period, which is the top amount of sales that we've ever done. So congratulations to you guys. You guys are absolutely crushing it, okay? Now, the second thing that happened, so we had a massive amount of growth, but additionally, and we didn't plan this, it usually just the way things happen, our training website was going through some construction. So I know some of you guys may have not been able to get onto the training. Some of you guys may have not been able to complete all of the training. And so because of that, some of you guys might have some confusion. The last thing that I want for you is to be confused, right? Because confused people do nothing, right? If you're confused, people close up because they're afraid of making a mistake. And so we're here to support you. We're here to help you every step of the way, because we do have a very, very precise, very clean blueprint to success. So with that being said, guys, we have a number of updates, a little bit of training to go over with you guys today. It's 9:07. I hope to have you off the call by noon Pacific Standard Time. Just kidding. Relax. Okay. It's a little joke here in the morning, but we'll try to get through this as quick as possible. So a couple of things. I want to review with you guys the system. It's not going to be in super detail, but I want you to understand the flow for when new people get started. Okay. So let's say I see Mark here. I was using Mark's example a lot in our training call. Just so you guys know, at 8 o'clock on Saturday mornings, we have a gold and above leadership training. And I'm going to tell you guys, That's where the magic happens. I literally tell these guys it's like going to ninja school. We're going to teach you literally the tricks of the trade to help you to become skilled and to become a professional in this industry to start making 6 and 7 figures. But I was sharing with our gold group, okay, that we really need to focus on understanding how to get people educated, oriented, and up to speed as fast as possible, right? So I see Diana there. Okay, so Diana Mosier, hey girl. All right, so let's say Diana got started today, okay? What's the first thing that I'm gonna do if I sponsored her? That means I'm gonna put her in what's called the diamond text, okay? Now the diamond text is just a group text, not on WhatsApp, not on WeChat, not on Facebook, or just on traditional iMessage or SMS Messenger. Now the diamond text is going to have all of the leaders that are direct to me that are able to do connect calls. And if you don't know who those are, the person who sponsored you will help you set up this diamond text. So I'm going to add Diana. For me, I would add Ricky, Francoise. I would also add Tanya, because these are people that are in Diana's direct line that can do connect calls. So there might be 5 to 7 people in this group message. Now, what I'm going to send, make this note, guys. Do not send, there used to be a diamond text that was like a copy paste. It was actual like a verbiage, and it had a bunch of diamonds at the top. We're no longer using that, okay? So before I forget, I'm gonna actually add that to the original movement group right now as we speak, okay? And so the reason is because I wanna make sure that you guys get this out to your individual groups. But this is what you should be using for the new diamond text. Let me forward it there now. Okay, it is there, okay? So the new diamond text that you send out is actually a picture, okay? And so I'm gonna add her to this group. I put that picture in there, and then make sure I would also now type in there and say, hey guys, welcome Diana to the team, so that the other people actually have the ability to know who she is. Because if I receive this diamond text, it's just gonna have her number, right? So I need to know who that person is so I can save her information. Now, what Diana is gonna do is go through training, 101 training and 201 training as fast as possible. We usually say within your first 48 hours, okay? Now, once she goes through that training, okay, she's gonna understand our system. After that training, after Diana, the new person, goes through 101 and 201 training, this is key. She needs to get on the phone with somebody on that diamond text for about 10 minutes and do what's called a touch base call, okay? A touch base call is just this simple. Hey, Diana, it's Mario. Hey, so did you go through your training? I did. Awesome. What questions do you have? I want to make sure you have some clarity. She might say, you know what, I'm not sure about this, just one little small thing, guys. And that one little small thing has her confused. And remember, confused people do what? Nothing. So we give her the ability to ask a couple of questions for clarity, for understanding, for conviction and belief, right? And then what we do at that time, okay, this is key. Our team, okay, the UCrew movement, we have a little philosophy shift that is different from the UCrew Nation, the rest of the team. We use texting as we go out and start prospecting. In the 201 and the 101 training, they teach calling, right? The reason I don't necessarily like calling, hey, some of you guys like to call, go for it. I just say that as a rule of thumb, texting is better because you're already new, you're already nervous, right? You don't know the right words to say, and you don't want to get trapped on a call with somebody who starts going rapid fire with you and you don't know how to answer the questions. So at the touch base, I'm going to get Diana the 2 texts that we use it's basically a texting script, okay? And so this is the script that you use to go out there and start prospecting people. Additionally, okay, we also have a Facebook post that we created for Diana to post on her page. So when she comes out of this touch base meeting, okay, this call, she's gonna have 2 weapons at her disposal. Number 1, she's gonna have the Facebook post. Word or 2 about the Facebook post. Do not change it, okay? Don't change it. Number 2, don't put Viseo on it, okay? here's the deal. People are going to be interested, and they're going to look in there for anything that they can find to not have to ask you a question. So if you put Viseo on there, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to Google it. And if they Google it, do you think they're going to get all that they need to get about this project from Googling? No, okay? They need to see the information the right way. So when you post it, don't change it. When you post it, don't put Viseo. And when you post it, don't tag anybody. Don't tag any of the leaders. Maybe tag your spouse. That's it, okay? Now you're off and running. So now we've got her within 24 hours. She did her training. We had her touch base. We got her the texting script, and she has a Facebook post. Off to the races. Okay. Now her goal is going to be to reach out to at least 30 people within 48 hours. Okay. At least 30 people within 48 hours. Because we know that based on our ratios right now, if you reach out to 30 folks, half of them are going to want to talk. And our goal is to get them on what are called connect calls, okay? So by getting them on a connect call, okay, you're just setting up calls and having us talk to those people, okay? Now, how do we set up that call? So let's say Diana says, she copies the first part of the text and says, hey, Joe, hope you're having a great weekend. What are your thoughts on CBD? No more, no less. Your level of success is going to be directly connected to your ability to be coachable. Guys, I have been in this industry for over 10 years. I have had people on my team from all walks of life, from all age demographics, okay, from all professions, right? People who were $1 million MDs, doctors, to 18-year-old kids, to stay-at-home moms, believe it or not, to felons. I actually had a guy, his girlfriend signed him up in one of my businesses before he got out of jail. And he got out of jail and he was ready to rock. So I don't care who you are, where you've been, what your success level is. Network marketing is different, okay? Your ability to be coachable is going to be directly connected to your success. So copy and paste. Hey, what do you know about CBD? No more, no less. Listen, 7 out of 10 people already love it. The other 3 just don't know. So the second copy paste is going to be, hey, listen, I just got brought in on the launch of a liposomal CBD project. I think it's going to be huge. There's a 3% revenue share on the table. When can you jump on the phone so that we can break it down? Now, here's what we do, guys. When that guy says, okay, how about 2 o'clock? If you're the one scheduling the call, just go ahead and schedule it. Okay? Because we have the leaders, we have too many people for us to go back and forth with you to schedule a time. That's the reason why there's 5 to 7 people on your group. Somebody will be available. So what you do, guys, is you schedule the call, okay? Once you schedule the call, you then say, he says, okay, 3 o'clock tomorrow. What you do is you go to the diamond text, right, where all your leaders are, and you say, hey, guys, I have a call at 3 o'clock tomorrow with my good friend Joe. Who is available to take it? Now, we all look at our list, our calendar, and we'll say, okay, I got it. So let's say I say, Diana, I'll take it. So Diana now is going to go to Cozy, okay? And when she goes to Cozy, hold on one sec. Okay, sorry, Levi had to come into my office and go to the bathroom here. So if you just heard the toilet flush, that was Levi. Shut the door, buddy. Stay-at-home dad problems. All right. So go into Cozy and you plug it in on Eastern Standard Time. The reason for that, guys, is because our leaders, Ricky and Francoise, are on the East Coast, okay? Now, I'm walking you through this because it's super important, okay? And the money is made in the details, right? If you're listening, somebody type in the chat, the money is made in the details, right? The money is made in the details. What do I mean by that? Okay. Detail number 1 is don't change anything. Just follow what we already know works. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we do have some people listening, right? Now, here's the second part that is where we're going to make money. The money's made in the details part 2. When you go to call that person, have some of you guys scheduled a connect call and then at the time of the call, they're gone? Anybody? They're not answering? A lot of times, here's the reason why. See, we're supposed to send them a video, right? The training says send 5 pillars. Personally, I think that's too much. I think that's way too much information. So and then personally, if you've ever been on a Connect call with me, I hit liposomal like crazy. That to me is the X factor, right? So I tell them, send the liposomal video, okay? Now, here's the deal. Don't send it too early. When you send the liposomal video, so like right now it's 9:15, 9:18. Let's say I set up a call for today at 1 o'clock. Okay, it's on the books. I'm going to call my buddy Joe. I've sent it. Tanya said she's going to take the call. Don't send the video right now. Here's what happens. I'm already excited. I'm like, cool, I'm going to talk at 1 o'clock to my friend. She's going to talk to me about some CBD thing. I'm really excited. Then you send me a video about liposomal advantage. Then what does it say at the end of the video? The word Viseo. Oh, so now because I'm excited and I've got nothing to do, but there's just tons of time, guess what I do? I start Googling. And here's the deal. It has nothing to do with us being afraid of them finding something online bad, because there's nothing. The problem is that people have a preconceived idea about network marketing. Yes, this is a network marketing company, but you guys would agree we are a lot different because of timing and positioning, because we work with Dallin, because of liposomal CBD, and because of our compensation plan. So give us the ability to share that with them on the phone, because if they go, their knee-jerk reaction is going to be like, oh, man, I knew it was one of those things. And then when you call at 1 o'clock, they don't answer. So the money is in the details, guys. Don't send the video until the time of the call. So here's how it goes. I pick up the phone. I call Diana. Hey, girl, how's it going? Hope you're having a great one. Listen, I'm going to send you a quick video real quick. Hold on. Boom, boom. Did you get it? Awesome. I'm going to put myself on mute. Watch that real quick. Mute. Watch it with them, right? Now, then what happens is, okay, they're done. You say, cool, let me call my partner real quick so he can break this down. Like I said, he just brought me in. I've known him for a long time. Hold on. Call me. Okay? So now you bring me on the phone. Here's education, and money is in the details. Number 3. Money's in the details as it pertains to edification, guys. We have got to learn how to edify one another to our prospects, okay? So let's say I'm on the call. I see Tony here. So let's say Tony and I both grew up out in LA together. You know, we were high school kids together. How many of you know we do some stupid stuff in high school, right? Tony's probably seen me in some very crazy positions and awkward situations. So Tony and I are boys, right? He's on the call, number 1, because he trusts me, because we're friends. Number 2, because he wants to know about CBD. But the last thing I need to do is bring my edified speaker, Tanya, or Ricky, or Francoise, down to our level of friendship. Because when you're friends with somebody like that, then you don't necessarily take them serious. I want my prospects to sit up a little straighter, to be like, wow, I'm on the phone with a top executive, and my buddy Mario, who I love and trust, he told me this guy's on another level. So I want to be able to transfer my friend to this person in such a way where my friend is listening and honored to be on the call with this person. Who wins in that scenario, guys? You do. If you are properly edifying the person that you're talking to your friend, that person that's talking on your behalf is going to have leverage. It's going to have the ability. It's going to give that person strength to be able to talk to your prospect effectively to get them to move forward, right? So it's very, very important, guys. Here's what you don't have, right? My leaders know this. I'm very close to my leaders. I love my team. My wife and I don't care what you believe, okay? I really don't. My wife and I were Christians. We pray for you guys every day. Literally, we pray for you. Like, I don't believe in God. Well, guess what? You're getting prayed for anyways, okay? I love my team, okay? And so I want to be friends with all of you guys. I want to have close personal relationship with all of you guys, right? So offline, hey, we can give each other the bro hug, you know, the one of these deals, right? But when we're in business mode, don't be like, hey, bro, Joe, you there? Oh, dude, you got to check this guy out, Mario, bro. Dude, this guy's my dude, man. Like, he's so cool. He's just like us. He's got tats, blah, 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 right? What you're doing is you're bringing me down. And then when I talk to your buddy, he's going to be like, what's up, dog? What's up, bro? It's not a good environment to be if you want me to help you build business, right? So you have to keep that posture up so that I can go down. Think about it this way. If you were going to introduce one of your friends to Mark Zuckerberg or to Bill Gates, even if Mark or Bill had become your friend over the last few years, would you introduce him that way? No, right? You'd still have respect for that person. And it's the same thing. So it's very important that you set up the calls properly, because by doing so, then it allows the person who's actually taking the call for you to do what they need to do for you, okay? So now at the end of the call, very important, guys, the money's in the details. Couple things you guys need to do. If they don't join on the spot, which many people do, okay, I'm going to say, hey, Diana, if you can, set us up on a three-way text. So Diana is the person that brought the prospect, and I'm the one taking the call. So Diana's going to set us up on a three-way text, and here's a key. When you set that three-way text up, I have Diana's number saved, but I don't have the prospect's number saved, okay? So sometimes I'll be on a call at 10, and as soon as I say, okay, Diana, go ahead and set us up, it's 10:30, I put it down, here comes another one, 10:30. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, set up another three-way call. Awesome, we'll talk to you soon. Set it down, here comes the 11 o'clock, right? So sometimes I'll come back to my phone, and I have tons of three-way text messages, and I don't know who they were. I have Diana say, but was this Diana's 10 o'clock call? Was it her 11 o'clock call? Was it her 12 o'clock call? And what are all their names? I don't know, okay? So when you set up the three-way text, you say, hey, Mario, here's my friend Joe. We spoke today at 10:30. Joe, Mario's going to send a few videos for you, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now, here's another thing that I need you guys to really, really start getting good at. Okay? When you set up that three-way text, there's 2 videos that I want you to send. Okay? And no more. If based on the conversation, if I feel that that person needs different things, okay, then we'll do it. But otherwise, there's only 2. Don't overwhelm them, okay? Number 1 is you want to send the video, okay, of Dallin and Carrie, okay? Now, if you go onto your app, okay, everybody should have their app, okay? See if you can see it better. This one here, okay? When you go onto your app, there's a video of Dallin and Carrie, and it's called, I think it's the update video. Yeah, update video, Dallin and Carrie, okay? Looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see it okay? That video is phenomenal, okay? Send them that video first. The second video, okay, is 8 ways to earn. Have you guys seen this one? This is the comp plan, okay? Send those 2 videos. So, boom, hey, Mario, this is Joe. Joe, this is Mario. We're all together here on this group. We're going to send a couple of videos to you, and we'll follow up. You send those 2. Based on the conversation, if I see that there's anything else, okay, I'll send some more. Here's the reason why I need you guys to do this. Because sometimes I'm from 10 to 10:30, 11, 12, 12:30. And how many of you guys, and I know it's true, have messaged me privately. You're like, dude, don't forget the videos. Hey, you still haven't sent anything to my buddy Joe. He's texting me. He's hungry. He's waiting, right? We don't want anybody to have itchy fingers. Because what do? They go online. We want to control the information that we give a prospect because we want them to see the right information, the correct information, okay? So now let's say Joe gets started. What are we going to do with Joe? Well, Diana, okay, just had Joe get started, right? She got started. What did we do? We put her in her diamond text. 24 hours, she did her 101 and 201. We had her touch base call. We made sure she put her Facebook post. She had the texting strategy. She started scheduling calls. She scheduled the call. She picked up the phone. She gave them the liposomal video on the spot. We had the call. We did a 3-way text after. She set their name in there. Okay. Then she put in the update one of Dallin and Carrie. She also then put the compensation training. Hold on. Put the compensation training in there. And then what happens is he got started. So now what do? We start it all over again. But now Diana is going to set up the diamond text for Joe, right? And so it just starts rotating. That's exactly how we build massive. Guys, I'm going to give you an example as we turn our page from here, okay? How fast this can get. In 1 week, Jeff Gonzalez, who's one of our newly promoted golds, personally introduced 12 people to the team. Going through this system, people they keep asking him. They've asked me, what is he doing? The one thing that Jeff does that I think that I wish I could impart to all of you guys is he doesn't care what people think. And when you don't care what other people think, he literally started at letter A in his phone and just started going down A. Why? Because he has big goals. If you have big goals, then who cares what other people think? See, because some of you guys, you say, oh man, I don't know anybody. My first mentor in network marketing said, I play a game with people. If you say to me, you have big goals. Man, what is your goal? Man, I want to retire my husband. He works like crazy. His body's breaking down, or I want to take care of my mom. I have big goals that make my tears come out. You do? Yes. What's the problem? I just don't know anybody who wants to get started. He goes, okay, you have big goals? I do. Okay, you want to play a game with me? What's that? It's called Who's That? Okay, sure. What is it? He goes, well, give me your phone. He goes to letter A, and he goes to your phone book, and he says, who's that? Oh, that's Anna. Did you call her? Well, no, because he calls her. and he just does that over, and he goes straight down the phone. Well, I'm only doing this because you said you have big goals. Yeah, I do. Okay, so who's that? Oh, that's Annabelle. Oh, did you call Annabelle? Oh, no. Go. Why? Because you're so terrified of what other people think that you skip over all these people, right? And so I'm trying to help you to understand this because I know some of you guys are seeing people like Jeff and all these other people like Mark, like Sam coming in, and they're just lighting the world on fire, and you're tripping. You're like, man, why can't I do this? It's because you're in your own head. Guys, we have literally the cure for cancer. Don't you guys get that? We literally have the cure for cancer, and you're afraid to tell people about it. Okay? Start at the top and say, who's that? Let's go. Bam, 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 all the way down. That's all Jeff did. But now what happens is week 2, okay? Week 2, now, okay, he's got 12 people doing that same thing. That's how momentum starts. That's how we go out there and we build massive, massive organizations, okay? So with that being said, I think it's on cue. We do have quite a few people who got promoted, and I want them to just quickly share their story with you guys. So I do see Jeff. Jeff, go ahead and unmute yourself, bro.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good, brother. We can hear you loud and clear.
All right, we got Amberly in the back. I started a couple weeks ago through actually Diana sponsored me, and I was kind of in a transition with real estate, moving it down to Orange County, and trying to figure out what I was going to do. I just ordered my broker's books, got on a Pat Heidman podcast, and some training for social media to reinvent myself down here, so I didn't have to go back up the Central Coast as much. Diana sold a house. She's a successful San Clemente agent, sold a house. We stayed in touch. I never met her, shook her hand. Fast forward to today, I saw a CBD hat, called her on Instagram. So called her, did the phone call. I knew no one in the company. I didn't even really know Diana. And did the call, $1,500, and I'm like, dang man, I got to run that by Amberly, my fiance. And of course, did some research, and the thing that, and then I went to a meeting actually. 3 days later, she got me in the car. I'll come get you. Let's meet you. So I went and met her. She had another friend. Had no idea Amberly was tripping. I met these 2 women and went to the meeting. Tried the CBD on my back. I knew CBD worked, but my thing was not knowing anybody, not having any leverage. So I called a chiropractor buddy of mine. Same story like Mario's pharmacist. He's like, well, liposome technology. I mean, that's the bomb right there with the CBD, patent. So that was a shoe in. I called my IT guy who does my websites and helps with, social media marketing. And he's like, oh man, if you're going to follow somebody, man, Dallin's the entrepreneur of the year. He knew the story, he knew the backstory. So that was good. And then I called my mom's best friend, a neighbor I grew up next door to. She's like a second mom. She'd been in Melaleuca now for 20 years. And her thing was, she knows I'm a real estate agent, and my dad owns the most pretty large brokerage in Santa Maria Valley. So one of the largest as far as volume. And so she knows that's what I've been doing the last 10 years. And I said, Martha, what do you think? She's like, well, I mean, the timing is awesome. I got into Melaleuca at 13 years after it started, and I've made great money, Jeff. She's like, there it is work, but I've made some great money. And I think if you know it works and you're passionate about it, go for it. And so I did, and I signed up, not knowing anybody. I waited till I got my product, which I wish I wouldn't have. But the product worked within a day, and I started making calls, and it was hard for me because I didn't have anybody to leverage. So it took a good, few days to get somebody to sign up. I called, my best friend, all these people, the people that I thought were shoo-ins, weren't, like Mario said. So just as a little surfer buddy in Santa Barbara that I hang out with a little bit through a friend, but I mean, not barely. And he signs up, boom, I get him. And then I'm telling other people, and then it's just like a wave because I was so fired up. I felt good. I decided I was having headaches from Adderall from the beginning. I've been on Adderall for about a year, and I was getting a lot of headaches, and my doctor or psychiatrist or whatever kept bumping up my prescription. And then I was trying to get off it, like take a day or two off. So I was getting immune to it, I guess. And I was getting headaches. So I cut that. I've always been a pot smoker, and, not super proud of it with the kids, but it would help relax me when I get stressed, and especially with real estate, not being able to sleep. But the problem with that is, I'd be absent-minded with my kids, work, whatever. So I quit that. And then just to throw it in, I was drinking a lot of coffee in the morning, and then I was working out. So I was doing this pre-workout. So I was on a ton of caffeine, and I haven't had anything. So I just wanted to cut it out. And over 2 weeks, I guess now, 2.5 weeks. So that's how I got started. And I'm like, babe, I'm all in. And really said I had a week to convince her, because I'm like, you got to do this too. You have a big network. And the first.
I had a week to perfect his pitch, his elevator speech.
so after she saw my check in 4 days, after really hustling and just putting my mind to it.
What did you make in 4 days?
4 days. I think it was that first pay period, like 5,500. And then what's really cool about this whole system is, and I understand it now, I never did multi-level marketing. I would never even touch anything else, but any of the CBD worked. But how it's such a family, obviously the system works. I followed it. If you try to go off it a little bit, you follow it almost to a T. You know your people and how to talk to them. But if you follow it, I'm like, dude, Mario's the man. He's done this before. Ricky and Francoise, some people might like their videos, whatnot, but it's already in place. I can see how this chain can go huge. And, somebody that's never done sales at all, or somebody like me who's done sales the last 10 years, anyone can do it. So I've just followed the system. And I know for my team that I'm building and anybody else, what I'm telling people, and my team especially, is let's wait. Like, this is, I played football, so did Mario. So I always kind of tried to, think like that way. I said, we got, the Kraft guy from Patriots is, Dallin. And then we got, the managers of, Francois. And I'm playing like Mario is the offensive coordinator, right? So and then I'm telling my team, I'm the quarterback. Not being cocky or anything, but just wait. Just listen till I say go. I'm waiting for Mario to say go. Mario already has his, he's in with Dallin and everybody. He knows the system and he knows this sales. I did feel when I first started, like, okay, man, am I kind of screwing people to try to sign up? But then I started feeling so good on the products. I got under 200 pounds for the first time. So it might feel that way at the beginning, like, what is going on? But if once the leverage goes and more people are actually feeling better and you're helping other people, it's like Mario said, we got what people need and want, and to couple that with the supplements, that's huge, because all these other CBD companies, they just got the CBD. Obviously, it's not even the best. So I'll end it with one story. On my Instagram, I met a guy 2 years ago at a bachelor party in Nicaragua. We did a big surf trip and rented a big old house. There's 20 of us. We rented another condo down the beach at Playa Colorado's, middle of the jungle. and there's a Hawaiian crew, guys and girls, in the house next door. There's this big guy named Mr. Riggs. He's probably about 350-pound bodyboarder, biggest guy I've ever seen in the water. Super cool guy, the kind of guy that's napping all the time, smoking the Pakalolo. I see him, he's a chef out there on Big Island, and I see his posts, and he grows and does all that. But I just like, I want to message him, because I know he's he could use this for sure for his health and everything. And I get him on a call. I had to ask him what his first name was. I couldn't remember what his first name was. It was Mr. Riggs on Instagram. I said, hey bro, sorry, I forgot your first name. I get on a call with John Lewis. I was at lunch, did the call, kind of in my ear while I'm eating lunch with another buddy, sharing what we had going on. So I'm kind of working two deals at once, or two prospects at once. And the biggest thing for him, which I think is really, really powerful, is like, he's like, rah, or talking with John, there's not enough plants out here to get the oil. People want CBD, but there's not enough plants out there for number two. And this is a guy that grows a lot of his own weed, and likes to smoke pot. But number two, there's a lot of people even out there that don't want the THC. They want to be able to cruise and then, if you're going to smoke, do it occasionally when you're hanging out. You don't have to do it all the time to sleep, so I think that's huge. But just from a guy I probably talked to 3-4 times in the water in Nicaragua 2 years ago, stayed in touch, the same thing how me and Diana. So don't be afraid to reach out on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Just put the word out. It's the same as real estate and probably any other sales. Never keep a secret of what you're doing. I got plenty of stories, but just by wearing CBD shirts and all that.
No, so I couldn't tell that you have stories, bro. I appreciate you, bro. We got a bunch of we got like 6 other people we got to acknowledge. So let me get to that. Love you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Love you guys too.
So, hey, Mark, you there, brother?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Let's see here. If you can turn on your camera.
Okay.
And I'll make you highlight you there. Mark just recently got let's see here. Okay, there we go. Mark just recently got promoted. Mark, just really quickly share with us your background, what you saw with Viseo, what's already happening with your group, brother, and why that's happening.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Huang, and I'm so happy to be on my first Zoom call with my Viseo family here. My background is I'm a pharmacist by trade. About 20 years, I own multiple pharmacies, and I had owned multiple restaurants as well. And that's the traditional business owner. But what I found that I really like about Viseo and being part of this team is that we got a fantastic system. We got something that truly everybody wants, and we can duplicate success if you just become a student of the system and learn from Mario, learn from my mentor now is David Lin as well. So our team is just killing it. My friend Sam, Steven, and we joined about the same time a couple of weeks ago, and we hit a goal within a week, and we can show people how to do that as well. So it's just about having a passion for something that you truly believe in. And this is the first supplement health products as a pharmacist I can put my reputation on. I can really say this. I truly believe CBD is a miracle, sacred juice given to us by God in the universe. So I'm so proud to just share that and educate people on it. So that's why we're going to kill it, because this is perfect timing, perfect product, perfect system, perfect leadership, and the most generous comp plan out there. That's why so much of us are making money. I mean, I've done other networking company before. It literally would take me like freaking 2-3 years to get to where I did in 1 week. It's unbelievable. So just follow the system, be coachable. Just duplicate, guys. Just duplicate. Just plug in the system and just learn from Mario, David, and other leaders in the team, and just we're all gonna kill it.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see who we got next. Sam, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
Sam.
I'm great. I'm here with actually Steven. I'm going to go first and then I'll have Steven.
Yeah, share with us your background, guys, why you got started and what's going on in your group.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning, the Sale family. My name is Mong Sai. Professionally is what I go by, but my friends call me Sam. You can call me whatever you want. I live in Hacienda Heights. I just started, I don't know, a little over 2 weeks in the business. Can you see? I lost my voice this morning. I'm so passionate. I had the employee mindset for the past 2 decades, trading time for a paycheck. Tried lots of side gigs to make some extra income, and I just never make money. And when one of my best friends here, Steven, introduced me this opportunity, I said, no more network marketing. But I still kept an open mind, guys. I went to the regional meeting in Carlsbad. I met Mr. Dallin Larson. I shook his hand. I took a picture with him. Mr. Daniel Pico. I was impressed with the company and the values of our leaders, Mario and David. I jumped on with a leap of faith. I followed the proven system. David says, earn while you learn. I'm so amazed that the resources of these leaders are supporting. I have never seen that. I've done USANA for the last 2 years. I did Beachbody. I forgot all the different things I joined and didn't even do. Phone calls, home meetings, evening events, coaching in order just to get started and start fast, start right. Mary and David genuinely want to help us succeed, and David Lynn did. Bless this man's soul. He did it, and I'm so excited that we hit goal on the last day, the bare day when the door was closing. We made it, and we made it to that trip. We're so excited that we joined the fastest growing team in the company too. It works, guys. It really does. I love you all. You're now my new family.
Woo, we love you. Look at that. Fired up. I can't wait for you guys to be getting ranked. Steven, how are you, brother?
Hey, Mario. Hey, thank you so much for the call. Yeah, just my background. I'm a computer programmer for many years. I worked for many big corporations. I've always been a very open-minded person, entrepreneur, seminar junkie kind of a guy. But when I have done network marketing before, but this company blew me away because a couple of things: the product and the system, and because it's only 2 years in the market, and it just blew me away. So I introduced Mart and Sam, and they saw the vision too. You guys got to have the conviction in order to do this kind of business, and they saw it, and we saw it. So we're on the go. We're in a go rush right now. So yeah, so that's my kind of background, and I think this is gonna hit it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Mario.
We're so blessed that you guys are on the team, and I look forward to continuing your ranks and growth. And it's going to be fun on the cruise.
Yeah. Can't wait for
it. Awesome. So, guys, we have literally like 5 other people on here that have just been promoted. But for time purposes, I'm going to continue to move. We're going to spotlight them next week. We have a ton of events this week, so I want to get those out to you guys on the books. So first off, guys, tonight in Arcadia, we're at 7 o'clock. We're actually hosting a testing meeting, okay, where people come in, they get an opportunity to try the product, okay. Then we actually have an event at 7:30 that I'm going to actually go ahead and go through the business model. Here's what I'll tell you. If you've done your diligence and got people on calls all week, if you take them to an event as a second exposure, they get started. What did Jeff say? Jeff got on the call, got the information, and then he came to a meeting, and it was done. I'm going to tell you guys, I would even go so far as to say that we're like 100% for close rate when somebody sees the information first on a call, gets some videos, and then comes to a meeting to close. That's the system. Because I know a lot of people are like, can I just invite a bunch of people to my house? 9 out of 10 people still need at least 2 exposures before they pull the trigger. And if their first exposure is a meeting, it's very difficult to get them to move forward with just a phone call after, right? So the home meeting is always the second or third exposure. So tonight in Arcadia, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, most of you know I don't work on Sundays, but we're on the run right now. I've got Mr. David Lynn, who is, I believe, one more week away from hitting Emerald, right? He and Tina both hit Ruby this week. And so because of that, I opened up my Sunday books. So I am off from 9 to 12 tomorrow for church. Then after that, I'll be open for calls. So use your diamond text. If you need me, I'll be there if it's available. If not, we'll make sure we find somebody for you. Monday night, we're going to be in Irvine, okay, at 7 o'clock. Faye, who I see is on here. Hey, Faye, good to see you. Was good enough to open up her office. She's in real estate in Irvine. I think it's off of Alton Parkway. We do have the information out. Tuesday night, we don't have an in-person meeting, but Tuesday night at 6:30, the UCrew Nation team has a training. So just so you know, we are the UCrew movement. UCrew stands for the Untermeyer crew, right? The Untermeyer crew movement is our team, but the UCrew Nation is our overall team, okay? And so our overall team with Ricky and Francoise, they actually do a Tuesday training at 6:30. It's over Zoom. So make sure you have that on the books. That is not for prospects. It's for team members. Wednesday night, I'm driving out to Santa Maria, California, out up on the coast. And we're going to do a meeting out there for Jeff and the whole crew out there. So, guys, invite as many prospects as possible because I'm just going to tell you this. Once people get in that room, it's over, okay? Get them on calls, then get them invited to the meeting. Thursday night, we're going to be back at our office in West Covina at 7 o'clock for another testing meeting. And then Saturday, I'm actually jumping in a plane and I'm flying up to Stockton, California to help with Monica and James up towards in NorCal. And we're going to blow the doors off that thing as well. So this week is definitely loaded with events and opportunities for you guys to be able to get people in front of the information. Also, next Saturday, okay, I'm going to solidify the date, the venue today. It's most likely going to be at the Ontario Sheraton. Okay, next Saturday, April 13th, we're having a Super Saturday training. Ricky and Francoise Untermeyer are flying into town, and they're going to do a training for us. So what is a Super Saturday? So from 10 to 11, we are going to show the opportunity. So you have an opportunity to bring guests, bring as many guests as possible. Once I get it up and running, we're going to hold pre-sale tickets. So it's $15 pre-sale for brand partners, $20 at the door. Okay, so get registered early. Guests are free. From 10 to 11, we're having an opportunity. 11 to 11:30, it's going to give us the opportunity to help people get started. At 11:30, all new people, as well as anybody else who wants to stay, but all of us brand partners are going to go to school, right? We're going to have a deep dive training on the compensation plan. We're going to have Mr. Jesus Guerrero, who's now one of two pharmacists that we have on the team. Jesus is actually going to do a deep dive training on all of our products. In fact, he said he's working on a handout for you guys as well, which is going to be awesome. And Ricky and Francoise and I are going to be cooking up some awesome stuff for you guys. So it's just going to be 30-minute trainings, and the event should last till about 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on what we have. So hopefully try to get you guys out of there as early as possible. But guys, Super Saturday trainings are so important because not only do they build business, they build belief, and they educate and they get people sharpened. They'll help you to start to become a professional in this industry. So I don't care if you live in Stockton. I don't care if you live in Fresno. I don't care if you're wherever you're at. If you can drive, get here. If some of you guys can fly, get here, because it's an opportunity to literally sit at the feet of folks like Ricky and Francoise. Guys, they were the fastest couple in the entire company to get to Black Diamond, okay? They have made unreal money, okay? Life-changing income. I think last week they made $29,000 in a week, okay? In 1 week. And they're going to fly out to teach you. So if you're anywhere within distance, you better get your way here. You better find your way to the event itself, okay? Now, I do know we have people that are outside of our marketplace. Let me figure out how we could potentially stream it for you guys that are outside. But I'm going to tell you, I've always been taught this in networking. People who sacrifice are the ones that actually really do something. So if we're in Ontario and you live in Corona or you live in LA, don't ask me to get the code for streaming. You better drive your butt there, right? Because it shows that you're committed and that you're ready to make this happen. But if you're out of the state, we might figure out a way for you guys to be able to stream all the training for the day, okay? So it's going to be huge. Now, April 26th, okay, where actually the women are having the Women of Vision Conference in Tulsa, Oklahoma, guys. It's going to be incredible. My wife is going. Francoise is going. Holly Roush is going to be there. All of the top female leaders in the entire company are going to be there. We're going to have a weekend of just growth, of sharpening each other, of bonding. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to tell you guys, even for you guys out there, make sure that your female leaders are going. When is the boys' trip? Make sure your female leaders are going. Here's why. Statistically, okay, females are more likely to be multi-million-dollar earners in network marketing than males, okay? That's crazy. Statistically, females are more likely to be seven-figure earners in this industry than males. So if you're a male and you've got female leaders on your team, get them there, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to be incredible. And then finally, we have June 27, 28, 29. That weekend, guys, is our next event, okay? It's an international event for the company. Let me make sure I have the correct dates for you guys. Oops, sorry. It is, yes, June 27, 28, and 29, okay? It's actually, the event is the 28th and the 29th. It's Friday and Saturday, but we get up there on the 27th. It's going to be an international conference for everybody. So we're going to have all of our leaders from China flying in. It's going to be unbelievable, guys. And every single one of you have got to be there, okay? You guys are going to hear me beat this to death. I'm going to promise you, some of you will probably get upset with me when I beat this into your brain over and over and over again until you get there, okay? Planes, trains, automobiles, Ubers, Lyft, hovercraft, hiking, I don't care. You better get there, okay? Here's the deal. When I got started in network marketing, okay, I remember my upline was telling me that I had to go to this conference. My conference, first one I ever went to, was in Charlotte, North Carolina, right? I had just got into the company. I was failing miserably because I didn't know what I was doing. I was the most ego-driven, egotistical person you have ever seen, okay, in network marketing. Why? Because I had success prior to network marketing. Some of you guys are here right now, and you have had a lot of success outside of network marketing, okay? I'm going to tell you, folks that have had tremendous success outside of network marketing are usually the ones that fail the fastest, okay? It's just what it is. You know why? Because they're so good, they don't need a system. They're so good that they're not coachable. That's what happened to me, okay? So some of you guys are like, man, Mario just sneezes and 10 people joins. Oh, man, Mario's so good, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I failed miserably when I first got started in network marketing. And my upline kept calling me and calling me and calling me. Mario, you're not signed up yet. Yeah, I'm not going to go, bro. Oh, Mario, you got to go. You got it, over and over, until the point where I actually got pissed off with him. I actually told him, I said, hey, listen, buddy, is this how this racket works? Do you make money from my ticket? Like, do you get a percentage off of the door or something? Like, what's the deal? Like, I'm not going to go. Leave it alone. And I remember saying to him, man, I dig it, dude. I get it. Like, people need that rah-rah and woohoo. Like, that's not me. I don't need that. You guys go do your thing. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to grind. I'm going to build, right? He kept on and he kept on and he kept on and he kept on. Finally, I went. I said, fine, I'll go. Leave me alone. Here's what he said. Mario, if you go and this event doesn't change your life, I'll give you every single dime back that you paid out. And I was like, okay, let's go. See, and he did that because he saw in me what I didn't see in myself yet in this industry. So I showed up. I was in a room with 8 guys, okay? There was a guy sleeping in the bathtub, okay? There was guys sleeping on like the little rollout beds. Like it was crazy. I won't even begin to tell you what that room smelled like with 8 men in there. Okay. But it was just not fun. Okay. But that convention changed my life literally because it opened my eyes to what the possibilities could be in this industry. I came back. Okay. So prior to that event, I had sponsored 3 people in about 90 days. Okay. 2 of them were my best friends. Those guys would follow me anywhere. The third one was my sister, and I paid for her half of her enrollment. So I don't even know if that counts. Okay. Came back from that event, and I personally sponsored 19 people in 10 days because my mind was different. Everything I thought about was completely different. The scales had fallen off. And it changed my life. Fast forward, we're now $1 million earners. I'm a stay-at-home dad, right? And God has completely changed my entire life. But it was because somebody did not quit to get me to that event. So here's a secret sauce, okay? Don't tell me your goals if you don't want me to hold you to them. 100%. If you don't want to be held accountable to your goals, don't tell me them. Because the second you tell me that you have a son that's sick, the second you tell me that you have a mom that's sick, the second that you tell me is that you're physically ill because of the job that you're in, that's the second I'm going to be so far up your butt pushing you to make sure that you're up to Utah that you're going to probably hate me. But I promise you this, if you get to Utah, it'll change your life, okay? And we're going to roll deep. So many of you know that the UCrew Nation is on a mission to take over this company. How many of you guys know that? Type in a number 1 if you know we're about to take over. UCrew Takeover. UCrew Takeover. UCrew Takeover. So here's what's going to happen, guys. When we roll up there, we're all wearing black and white, okay? So I know some of you guys are like, oh, man, I hate wearing suits. I hate wearing suits. I hate them because what? For 11 years, okay, all I did was wear suits every single day, okay? I love to wear T-shirts and basketball shorts. But here's what I know. Every quarter, I put on a suit for the weekend. And that suit for the weekend keeps me in basketball shorts the rest of my life. Is that okay with you guys? So if you don't have a suit, borrow one, okay? Start saving for one. We're going to wear black and white. Black suits, right? White shirts, black tie, okay? And we want to act, I'm telling you ahead of time because this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit together, okay? And we're going to let the entire company know that the UCrew Nation, right, the UCrew movement is here to do things different. We're here to do things with class, with respect, right? We're here to bless other people, and we're laser focused and serious about changing not only my life, your life, but the lives of many people, right? I don't know about you, but if there's anything that you need to be dialed in and focused on, it's this business. So I'm going to treat this business like it's $1 billion business because it will be, and it is. So, hey, look, we have fun, and we're going to have tons of fun. But when we go to Utah, it's about business, and we're going to conduct ourselves about business. See, many of you guys saw we were just at the Dodger game the other day, okay? Check this out, right? Now, I'm a Dodger fan through and through, but you know what? I quietly and secretly love the New York Yankees as well. Now, here's a reason why I love the New York Yankees. Whether you love them or you hate them, what is the one thing that the New York Yankees stand for? Excellence. Championships. See, and that's usually the way it is. New England Patriots. Sorry if you're not a sports person. I'm a sports guy, so I relate everything to sports. The New England Patriots. People absolutely despise them, right? Some people absolutely love them. But what is one thing you can't argue is that they win championships. And when you step into the facilities, just like the New York Yankees, there's a standard of excellence that's different. And that's what happens here. We are establishing a standard of excellence because we are serious. We are deadly serious about helping other people. When you guys get started with the top package, I am deadly serious about making you profit. I am deadly serious about creating wealth for you and your family. Now, what you do with that wealth is up to you. But my job is to help you to develop wealth, not just riches, right? Because riches, that's short term. Wealth is long term, right? Why do we want to have long-term wealth? Well, it's simple. The Bible says a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That's long-term, right? And we're going to be held responsible for the things that we've been given, right? So I've been given the ability to lead this team. So I have a responsibility. So that's why I take it so serious. So in Utah, guys, it's going to be the UCrew Takeover Coming Out Party. People are going to walk out of that venue that weekend, and they're going to be secretly jealous that they didn't get started on our team. They're going to be sitting there literally saying, gosh, I wish somebody on that team sponsored me, because we're going to be running that stage with all of the new golds, all the new platinums, all of the new blue sapphires, all the rubies, the emeralds, and the diamonds. And it's all going to be UCrewMVMNT. All they're going to see is black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white, everywhere they go. And they're going to remember. And this is how we set ourselves apart, because there's so many people that actually join network marketing simply because they want to be part of something bigger. They want to be part of something like awesome. People don't really ever have an opportunity to be a part of excellence, right? When you go to work, usually it's not excellence. Usually it's people like giving the least to try to take the most. Right? Would you guys agree? Hit a number 1 there if you agree that most people try to give the least to get the most. Would you guys agree that? Yeah. That's how we normally surround ourselves in life, with people who are giving the least to try to get the most, right? Not here. We're going to give the most because we're going to get the most, right? And then we're going to turn around and we're going to give it to other people, right? The only way you win in this team and in this company and in this business is if you bless other people. That's freaking crazy. Imagine that. If you become just hysterically focused on blessing other people, you secretly, quietly laugh to the bank, right? Why do you think I'm so focused, guys? You know how many promotions we had this week? We had so many stinking promotions. And if what I'm telling you isn't true, guess what? All I did was help. And my wife and I made $15,000 this week. In 1 week, we made $15,000 blessing other people. Just like Dallin says, network freaking marketing, right? That's what we have, guys. So I love you. I pray that you guys have a great day. I pray you got some value out of this. It will be recorded. Make sure you plug into the system. Become laser focused. Sprint through the finish line, guys. If some of you guys are trying to hit gold for next week starts right now. Don't say, well, Tuesday to Monday is when I hit gold. No. If you want to hit gold next week, go and recruit 2 new people this weekend. If you recruit 2 new people this weekend, it's you and 2 new people stepping into next week, and then you're hitting gold. See, there's always the week before the week. Next week would be the week you hit gold, but gold is hit right now. Don't chill out this weekend. Go find 2 to 3 new people, and then you all step over Monday and go hit gold next week. All right? So with that being said, love you guys. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. We'll have a great one. See you guys later.